So when you first enter Outlook, there's a lot to be desired. There's a lot of things that we can do to enhance the look and feel and to make it more functional. Let's go through just a few of the things that we can do very quickly to make things more functional. And it all comes from this View tab. So we're simply going to click on View, and it's going to open up a whole bunch of options of things that we can do to make the reading pane in Outlook look much better. The first thing I like to do is I like to add my calendar and my tasks over here. And this by default is going to give you a lot of your calendar and show some of your tasks. I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to make my task pane bigger. That's going to give me normally what would be a good day's schedule. In this case it would be 2 days schedule and my tasks that are upcoming. And this will also split into days as well. And we'll use this throughout many of my videos so that you can see how things are functioning. So this is going to add a little bit of value. The next thing I'm going to look at is this is my inbox. It's cluttered. I don't like to have things in my inbox. I know a lot of people have thousands of messages. At the end of the day, you really don't want to do that. I want to be able to get to the information that's important very quickly. You notice I have some emails. I have a lot of newsletters. It's first thing in the morning. I normally come into things that look like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on Focused Inbox. And Focused Inbox is going to allow me to separate my mail into things that I should focus on and things that I can get to later. And you can do that directly from the menu here. I'm in View, Show Focused Inbox. But what if you're not? What if you're in Home or you're in one of these other tabs where it doesn't show up? Well, this is very valuable. You see this box up here. It says, tell me what you want to do. I use this a lot so I don't have to go searching through the ribbons. So I'm just going to type in Focus. And it's going to show me the Show Focused Inbox. So I'm just going to click on that. And what you're going to see is instantly my email cleans up. Now, you might think, whoa, all of your email just disappeared. And that's not what happened, okay? What happened is it split my inbox into 2 tabs. I have my Focus tab right here and my Other tab, which is over here. So these two allow me to separate my mail, and you'll see that these are newsletters. Now, what if there was something over here in this Other tab that should be in Focused, right? I'm just going to right-click on that, and I can always move it to Focus if I wanted to, or I can move it one time. So this is going to allow me to very quickly adjust how Focused Inbox works. It did a really good job. These are all newsletters. These are all things that are coming in. This message from the AICPA communications team, for example, that's not something I need to reply to. I'm going to always move that to the Other box. So you're going to see we'll get this alert. Do you want to move all future messages from AICPA comms team to the Other tab? Hit yes. And now when that comes in, it will always come in over here. So that just makes the program a little bit more usable, and it allows you to very quickly focus on the things that you need to focus on. It gives you your calendar, it gives you your tasks, and it cleans up your inbox. An issue that also comes to play, or an issue that comes to play a lot, is the idea of phishing. And this is where someone's going to send you an email trying to get you to do something. And the best way to do that is to make you think that email is coming from somebody you know. And depending on how your Outlook is set up and how many contacts you have, and if you've ever responded to a person before, you'll get a different view up here. So you'll notice that this one, I have not interacted with Chad. But this one here is from me, and you'll notice my email address is not listed up here, meaning that I have this contact stored somewhere, and in this case it's on my internal server. But it could be that you've communicated with somebody in the past, you've trusted the domain, and when these things happen, if you trust an email address, it doesn't show the email address. Well, I don't like that. I want the email address to always show. I want to know who my emails are coming from. By default in Outlook, that doesn't happen. So again, we're going to come back over here to our View pane, right? We're going to look in this view, and we're going to change it. And what we're going to do is we're going to customize this view. So I'm in my inbox in the View pane. So Inbox, View pane, and I'm going to click on View Settings, which is going to open up the Advanced View settings. I'm going to click on Columns, and then I'm going to create a new column. And I'm going to name this Sender Email, and I'm going to make it a type of formula. And then with this, I'm going to type a formula in here. And my formula is going to be search from email. Now we're going to take a closer look at that just to make sure that we've got it right. I'm going to click on this edit box. It's going to open it up. And you're going to see if I put spaces in here, it's search from email. And we'll take the spaces back out because the formula requires that they not be there. We're going to hit OK. We hit OK again, and the sender's email is now showing up here. What I want to do is I want this to show right below the subject. So I'm just going to click the move up until I'm below the subject line here. So it's going to be from subject sender email. Now, when we look over here, this is called compact mode. It's going to show you enough information, but not a whole bunch. And right now, it's only showing 2 lines. So what we want to do is we want to set that to 3. So by setting it to 3, it's going to give it a little bit more space. And we're going to hit OK and click OK again. Now what you see is the person's name, the subject line, and the sender email. So it's actually showing the email address where the email is coming from. So if this name and this email don't match, or what's in the signature and the email don't match, then you know you've got a problem very quickly. More importantly, you'll notice this email that's from me to me. Now it has a sender email address, and it's showing my internal email address because it was sent from inside the building to someone inside the building. Because of that, it's using that internal email address. When my staff use this, they know that that's me. They know it's coming from me. You would have to hack my email in order to send that email with that sender email address. So if my CFO or my controller gets a check request or some information request coming from me and it shows anything other than my internal address, which is this big long string of letters, they know instantly, hey, that's not Chris and this is a phishing attempt, which makes the internal communications a lot safer as well. So with that, we've changed our view, we've given ourselves a number of new tools to work with, and we've added a little bit of security to the entire process. And this is how I like to start out setting up my Outlook so that I have a better view of what's going on.